Janice. What's going on, folks? I'm Shaquille R, and you already know that you are not. And what if I told you all of this is a part of a larger drama designed to force you, your homeboy, and your homegirl too into picking a side? Of course, I'm speaking of polarization. To keep it short, polarization is when people become strongly divided into opposing groups with little room for agreement or compromise. But before we get into that, first, the No King's Day protest, which is a video from the first clip that you were seeing.
As many as 50,000 people are on the streets in Midtown Manhattan to protest President Trump and the policies of his administration.
They call it No King's March. The march, happening in New York City, is one of thousands scheduled across the country. It started in Bryant Park. It ended in Madison Square Park. And that's where we find Eyewitness News reporter Janice Yu. Janice.
Well, Joe and Tanya, the latest number that we have is about 50,000 people were in attendance just at this march alone. There were several others happening throughout the city. And again, this was an incredible showing walking down Fifth Avenue. And the crowd has definitely thinned out. A lot of people have gone home. It was rainy. There was a lot of walking involved. But there is a small group still here at Madison Square Park. And the people I talked to today say it was really great to be out with such a large crowd, such a big showing in not just in New York City, but to be able to do this in solidarity with people around the country, they said was very empowering.
Stand up, fight back!
A sea of people gathered near Bryant Park on a rainy Saturday.
This is what America looks like!
And marched down Fifth Avenue to Madison Square Park.
It's very sad that we still have to do this, but it's also very empowering, especially seeing all kinds, like generations coming together and all kinds of people, all walks of life.
This No King's March was one of nearly 2,000 that were planned to take place all across the country to send a unified message on the day of a large military parade in Washington, D.C., and what also happens to be President Donald Trump's birthday.
We will not be bullied into silence. We will not stand by and let him wreak havoc with our courts, with our schools, our universities, which are the foundation of a democracy. We will not stand by and let the racist in chief turn back the clock on equal rights for black people, for women, for the LGBTQ community. No, we will not stand by and let him demonize immigrants.
Organizations like the New York Immigration Coalition took part to protest the recent actions by ICE, taking people into custody.
Showing up to immigration court and being snatched and disappeared. We're seeing people who have status, immigration status, legal status, having their statuses revoked. College students being snatched and disappeared off the streets of New York City.
For some in attendance, this was their first rally in the city. Others have marched these streets dozens of times before, but they all believe change is possible if they're united.
It's on us, guys. We're literally together. Literally together, we're the Avengers now. No one's gonna come and save us, man. Americans unite.
My father and all my uncles fought the fascists in World War II, and I'm 66 years old, and now it's my turn. I'm going to keep fascism out of this country, peacefully.
Well, there were plenty of officers out here throughout the march at the beginning and at the end just to keep an eye on things. We're told as of now there were no arrests that were made. And the organizers, when I talked to them yesterday, also said that they made preparations well ahead of time to make sure that this was a safe event for everyone who attended. Live at Madison Square Park, Janice Yu, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Janice, thank you.
Now, many of you thought this was going to be something that was a LA issue, but no, this is something sparking up nationwide and spreading. And I would say the same people behind the ICE protests would likely be behind the No King's Day protests, with celebrities making appearances like Jack Black, for example. I know y'all gotta wonder, who is behind this and who's putting the money up to organize these protests? NGOs or nonprofits? Open society foundations, just to name a few. Some operate openly, others use umbrella organizations or 501c3s, shell organizations to funnel money quietly to street-level groups, middlemen between ideology and impact. Check this next clip out. Lady talking crazy. She killed someone due to drunk driving and now claims she's the victim. And this could be a skit or satire, but some truth still exists in this, especially pertaining to how ridiculous the root causes of a lot of these issues are when compared to the way they are reframed and the impact the protest or false culture movements have.
What made you want to organize this protest?
Well, I spent 26 months in prison for DUI negligent homicide, and that was after...
Respect.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
That was after I was the victim of domestic violence, and so the experience really taught me that whoever goes to prison is a victim first. So when I saw Luigi Mangione and I heard what was going on, I wanted...
You was getting abused, then you was having a couple of drinks to deal with your pain, and then you was driving, and then someone happened to be in the way?
Actually, I hit a shopping cart at 3 miles an hour in a parking lot, and the shopping cart knocked someone over, and he died about a week later.
Man, so it was really the shopping cart that should have been in prison, realistically.
Fair to say, or the alcohol, one of the two.
Now, the main point in the fact is that people showed up for this protest, and I doubt many of them knew exactly what they were showing up for. Remember, they reframe these issues so that people resonate with them emotionally and lend or give their support without fully knowing or doing the research or the background history necessary to have a full perspective on what they're coming out and showing support for.
The president.
What crime has he committed that would warrant his arrest? What crime has Governor Newsom committed?
A crime has he committed?
Yeah, to warrant his arrest, as you had
suggested earlier.
I think
his primary crime is running for governor because he's done such a bad job.
Newsom challenging Trump on a podcast.
I told the president, just get it over with. Arrest me. Move on.
California has sued the Trump administration. They are trying to stop the deployment of National Guard troops and Marines. The mayor says they are only protecting 2 federal buildings downtown. Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.